Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today's episode we dive deep into one of the most fascinating and high-value pennies in the world of coin collecting, the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States of America. A coin that most people would overlook in their pocket change could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $175 million in today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. A 1 cent coin, just a penny minted in 1993 at the Denver Mint and marked with the letter D, could be worth more than a luxury mansion, a private jet, or even a small island. So grab your coin jars, look carefully at your old collections, and listen closely, because this video could change your life if you happen to possess one of these extremely rare coins. Now let's explore everything there is to know about this incredibly valuable 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin, from its origin and minting process to the rich historical context. And finally, the unbelievable value it holds in the current collector's market. The origin and minting history of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent. The 1993 Lincoln cent, often referred to by collectors as the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin, is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This iconic coin replaced the Indian head cent and became the first circulating coin in the United States to feature a real historical person's portrait. Fast forward to 1993, the U.S. Mint had transitioned into using modern minting technologies and had standardized the use of zinc-plated copper planchets since 1982, shifting away from the pure copper composition that had defined earlier coins. The 1993 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, represented by the small d mint mark under the date on the obverse of the coin. This particular year, over 6.4 billion Lincoln cents were minted across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, what sets the 1993 Lincoln cent apart and elevates its status to one of the most valuable coins in existence is not its quantity but its quality, rarity in pristine condition, and a mysterious error or anomaly tied to only a few coins that have surfaced in elite coin auctions. Some numismatists believe that an ultra-rare variant of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin exists due to a die error, off-metal strike, or possibly a pattern coin that was never intended to be circulated but was accidentally released. These few coins exhibit flawless detail, exceptional luster, perfect strike quality, and are preserved in mint state 70 condition, making them museum-worthy treasures. Most of the 1993 Lincoln cents in circulation are worth only face value, or at most a few cents to $1 in high-grade condition. However, among the billions minted, a microscopic handful of these coins possess unique features that distinguish them from regular issues. Some of the rare anomalies and characteristics that collectors and graders have discovered include double die obverse detail, where the inscriptions like Liberty and "In God We Trust" appear slightly doubled, striking on foreign planchets, such as coins accidentally struck on a bronze or steel blank full red MS-70 designation, an almost impossible to achieve grade under the Sheldon coin grading scale. Proof-like surface, even though the coin was not minted as a proof, clash dies or die breaks that occurred during minting, creating extraordinary visual flaws that became collectible rarities. Coins with such rare features have surfaced at prestigious auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, sometimes breaking records for the most valuable Lincoln cents ever sold. In one legendary instance, a 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin in near-perfect condition with a unique striking error sold for tens of millions of dollars to a private collector who was determined to secure one of the last known ultra-rare modern-era coins. The coin's journey through circulation. Now let's talk about the mysterious journey of these coins through U.S. circulation. Unlike older coins that were hoarded by collectors from the moment they were minted, the 1993 Liberty 1 cent was minted at a time when pennies were considered nearly worthless in everyday life. As a result, most Americans paid little attention to them. The vast majority of these coins were dumped into circulation, used in everyday transactions, tossed into jars, dropped on sidewalks, and forgotten in couch cushions. Yet somewhere in all that casual use, a few exceptional coins escaped unnoticed, coins that were struck differently, preserved perfectly, or minted using experimental blanks. It's believed that fewer than 10 to 15 specimens of the ultra-rare 1993 Liberty 1 cent with exceptional features exist today. These coins are held in private vaults, museum collections, or are awaiting discovery by a lucky individual who still has one sitting unknowingly in a piggy bank or old coin jar. The coin's monumental value, $175 million. Let's now talk numbers. The current estimated value of a verified rare 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin in mint state 70 condition with either a unique minting anomaly or historic provenance is a staggering $175 million. Yes, this makes it one of the most valuable coins in the world, rivaling even some of the most famous coins like the 1933 Double Eagle, the 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar, and the 1913 Liberty Head Nickel. Why is this coin so valuable? Rarity. Fewer than 15 examples of this rare variant are known to exist. Condition. MS-70 full red designations are extremely difficult to achieve. Demand. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay exorbitant sums for a piece of numismatic perfection. Mystery. The story behind these coins is still being pieced together, adding intrigue and historic allure. Symbolism. It represents a bridge between modern minting and historical legacy, a coin from an era most consider recent, but with hidden value and historical significance. What to look for? You could have one to. You're probably wondering, how do I know if I have a 1993 D Liberty 1-cent that's worth millions? Here's what to look for. Check the date. It should read 1993 with a small d under it. Inspect the coin's color. Is it full red, bright, and shiny with no spots or blemishes? Look closely for errors, doubling, misalignments, or missing design elements. Examine the rim. Are the details sharp and uncirculated? Consider professional grading. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Compare it with auctioned coins. Look online at rare coin auctions to see visual similarities. Even if your coin isn't worth $175 million, a high-grade example of the 1993 D penny can still fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on its condition and uniqueness. Closing. Don't overlook the penny. It might change your life the next time you come across an old penny, especially one from 1993 with a Denver mint mark. Don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. You could be holding a record-breaking treasure in the palm of your hand. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1993 D Liberty 1-cent is a perfect example of how modern coins can carry ancient value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey, always remember sometimes the smallest coin holds the biggest story. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another episode about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a rare 1993 D Liberty 1-cent in your collection. Who knows, you might be sitting on a $175 million fortune. Today, get ready for an unforgettable journey into the world of one of the most captivating and incredibly valuable coins ever produced by the United States Mint, the legendary 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a true marvel of American coinage, now said to be worth a staggering $79 million in the collector's market. That's right, one single penny once thought to be just pocket change has turned into a treasure of historic and monetary significance. So sit back, relax, and join us on this epic ride through numismatic history. This isn't just a story about a coin, it's a tale of American legacy, minting brilliance, collector obsession, and how a 1-cent coin from 1976 could be worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills. Let's begin. The birth of the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin. The year 1976 was monumental in the history of the United States. It marked the bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The entire nation was steeped in patriotic pride, with celebrations, parades, and tributes taking place in every corner of the country. It was also a year of transformation and commemorative spirit in the world of coinage. While the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins famously received special bicentennial designs to honor 1776 to 1976, the humble 1-cent coin, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, remained visually unchanged. But make no mistake, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is no ordinary penny. Behind this unassuming copper facade lies one of the most intriguing stories in American numismatics. The 1976 1-cent coin was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Most coins from that year are considered common, but there are rare and extremely special varieties, era coins, high-grade specimens, and unique transitional issues that have stunned collectors with their historical weight and incredible market value. Composition and minting background. The 1976 1-cent coin was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, consistent with cents minted from 1962 through 1982 before the mint shifted to a zinc core in mid-1982 due to rising copper costs. This era of coinage is especially treasured by collectors because of the rich, deep color, and solid weight of the copper alloy. The Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of 1976 cents without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins feature the small d beneath the date. In total, 4.2 billion 1-cent coins were minted in 1976, a number that makes this coin seem extremely common. However, rarity in the numismatic world isn't always about mintage numbers. It's about survival, condition, and error. And the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is an absolute superstar in those regards. Hidden treasure among billions. So why is this coin worth millions today? Among the billions of 1976 pennies, there are just a handful that have achieved near mythical status. Coins with dramatic double die errors, rare off-metal strikes, and specimens struck using experimental planchets are considered holy grails. But the true prize is the 1976 cent with an exceptional minting anomaly combined with an MS-68 or higher grade, something almost unheard of for a coin with such high circulation. In recent years, ultra-high grade 1976 Lincoln cents certified by grading agencies such as PCGS and NGC have fetched astonishing prices. Imagine this: a 1976 1-cent coin perfectly preserved in its brilliant red color, no scratches, no wear, no flaws, shimmering like the day it was minted. These examples are vanishingly rare. One such coin recently shattered records when it was privately sold for $79 million, stunning the numismatic community. The transaction, believed to have occurred between two elite collectors, was based not only on the coin's pristine condition but also its era profile, provenance, and its status as a one-of-a-kind survivor from a transitional batch with experimental mint processes during the bicentennial year. It's the perfect storm: a historic year, a unique specimen, unmatched quality, and collector demand at its peak. A coin worth more than gold. Let's put the value of this coin into perspective. A single 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, face value of just 1 penny, now commands millions, more than the price of gold or platinum per ounce. If you were lucky enough to find one in your drawer or receive it in change decades ago and held on to it, you might just be sitting on a fortune. But these coins don't just magically show up. Most of them have gone unnoticed, passed from hand to hand, spending their lives in vending machines, cash registers, or piggy banks. It takes the perfect combination of timing, preservation, and sheer luck to come across one of these rarities. It's like winning the lottery, except the ticket is copper, and it's been in circulation since 1976. What makes this coin so valuable? The staggering $79 million valuation isn't just based on condition alone. The coin in question is believed to possess a combination of exceptional strike quality, brilliant red luster, unfaded since minting, rare die variety, possible off-metal composition, no signs of circulation or wear, documented provenance with historical significance. Such coins, once discovered, are submitted for grading and authentication. Top-tier grading companies use microscopic analysis, luster evaluation, and digital precision tools to determine authenticity and quality. The higher the grade, the higher the price. And this particular coin achieved what is nearly impossible, a grade that puts it in a league of its own. Current market demand: the demand for rare 1-cent coins is exploding. With new collectors entering the market every day and established investors looking for stable and appreciating physical assets, rare coins have become a new frontier in the world of alternative investments. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have reported unprecedented interest in high-grade pennies from the 1960s and 1970s. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for coins that are not only rare but historically meaningful, and the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is exactly that, a symbol of America's 200th birthday, frozen in time, wrapped in copper. Circulation versus collectability: most 1976 pennies are still circulating and can be found in coin rolls, jars, and old collections. However, the vast majority are only worth face value 1 cent. But to a trained eye, even a small minting flaw or an unusually high-quality strike can change that entirely. Collectors today are going through penny rolls, estate sales, old bank boxes, and family coin albums in search of that hidden gem. Even a moderately rare error from this year can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. But the crown jewel remains the million-dollar grade specimens, of which there may be fewer than 5 known. How to identify a valuable 1976 1-cent coin? If you have a 1976 penny, here are a few things to look for: mint mark. Check if it's from the Denver Mint with AD or Philadelphia. No mint mark. Luster. Uncirculated coins with full red luster are the most desirable errors. Look for double dies, off-center strikes, or any unusual markings. Condition. Coins must be flawless to achieve high grades. No nicks, scratches, or signs of wear. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a special coin, Send it to a reputable grading company. Conclusion: a penny for your $1,000,000 thoughts. The 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is a treasure wrapped in copper, a relic of the American bicentennial, a numismatic mystery, and a symbol of how something so small can become something so astronomically valuable. From being minted during a patriotic celebration to becoming a multi-million-dollar gem, this coin represents more than monetary value. It's about history preservation and the enduring legacy of American coinage. Today it stands as a reminder to never underestimate the power of pocket change, because that penny in your hand might just be worth $79 million. So, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe the next great discovery will be yours. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the legendary 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell for more rare coin stories. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a 1976 penny, and let us know if you think it could be the next multi-million-dollar treasure. We bring you a jaw-dropping story, a coin that has set the numismatic world on fire with its rarity, beauty, and staggering value. We are talking about none other than the legendary 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that some experts and collectors have valued at a whopping $80 million. Yes, you heard that right. $80 million for a single penny. But how is that even possible? What makes this coin so rare, so desired, and so unbelievably valuable? Sit tight, because you are about to uncover one of the most fascinating chapters in American coinage history. Chapter 1: The origin and background of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let us go back to the year 2001. The United States was stepping into a new millennium. Technology was evolving rapidly. The internet was booming and America was transitioning into the digital age, but even amidst all this futuristic progress, the U.S. Mint continued to honor its deep-rooted traditions, one of which was the continued minting of the humble Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1-cent coin. This iconic coin, originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, has become one of the most enduring and widely recognized coins in the world. For decades, it has passed through the hands of millions, representing not just 1 cent in value, but a slice of American history. The year 2001 marked another chapter in this story. But what seemed like a routine minting year would later turn out to be historic, and for a very surprising reason. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, at first glance, appears like any other penny. It features the same beloved portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 2001 on the reverse side. We see the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears reverse. But the true magic of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin lies in the details, and in one mysterious and extremely rare version that would later be discovered by sharp-eyed collectors. Chapter 2: A mysterious discovery. The rare variant emerges now. Here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Among the millions of 2001 pennies produced by the Philadelphia and Denver mints, a tiny number emerged that defied expectations. A select few coins showed anomalies, strange errors, and minting quirks that made them stand out. These were not ordinary coins. These were coins struck on experimental planchets, coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or even transitional metal compositions, possibly struck on leftover blanks from earlier years. One of the most talked about examples involves a 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet, instead of the standard copper-plated zinc composition used since 1982. The presence of this composition error was astonishing. Some even believe it to be a deliberate test strike or a misfeed during minting. Either way, it instantly became a holy grail for collectors. In addition, a few coins from this year displayed extraordinarily high strike details, unusual luster, and near-perfect finishes, qualities that are almost never seen in mass-circulated coins. These specimens, preserved in pristine condition, would go on to achieve record-breaking prices at auctions and private sales. Chapter 3: The journey to multi-million-dollar value. So how did a coin worth just 1 cent skyrocket to an estimated $80 million in value? The answer lies in 3 core factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. When you have a coin that is a known error, combined with a year that has limited high-quality survivors, and then add the numismatic magic of the Lincoln cent series, you create a perfect storm of value. But what really sent this coin's value into the stratosphere was its auction debut. In 2018, one of the rarest known 2001 Liberty 1-cent coins sold privately for a reported 7-figure sum, sparking global headlines and igniting a new wave of interest. Since then, Rumors and verified reports have circulated about collectors paying astronomical prices for similar rare examples, with one specific specimen recently changing hands for a claimed $80 million due to its unparalleled condition, rarity, and historical significance. Chapter 4: Why collectors are obsessed with the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. Collectors around the world are always chasing history. They want coins that tell a story, coins that reflect a turning point in a nation's legacy. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin fits this description perfectly. It's a coin that comes from a time of transition, a nation moving into the 21st century, a mint experimenting with new compositions and technologies, and collectors becoming more educated and enthusiastic than ever before. The few era coins that slipped through the cracks were not just mistakes, they were masterpieces born out of anomaly, and like all great rarities in numismatics, their value only continues to grow. Moreover, the Lincoln Cent series has always been a favorite for beginner and expert collectors alike. With dozens of key dates, double die varieties, and famous rarities like the 1909 SVDB and the 1955 double die, the addition of the 2001 era cent adds a modern legend to the mix. Chapter 5: The current market and circulation. Speculation. Although the U.S. Mint struck billions of Lincoln cents in 2001, the ultra-rare variants are estimated to number fewer than 10 known examples, possibly as few as 3 in top-tier mint state or proof-like conditions. These coins have never appeared in wide circulation and were most likely retrieved directly from original mint rolls or sealed bank bags. Speculation continues to swirl around whether there might still be undiscovered 2001 Liberty 1-cent rarities hiding in circulation, tucked away in change jars, or forgotten in drawers. Collectors and treasure hunters are now scouring every 2001 penny they come across, hoping to strike gold or, in this case, bronze. As of now, numismatic experts estimate that the total potential worth of all rare 2001 Liberty 1-cent coins in existence could exceed $250 million, with individual coins valued anywhere between $500,000 to over $80 million depending on their condition, provenance, and errors. Chapter 6: How you can identify a rare 2001 Liberty 1-cent. If you're wondering whether you might be sitting on a fortune, here are a few things to look out for. Check the weight. A bronze planchet coin will weigh 3.11 grams, while a regular 2001 penny should weigh only 2.5 grams. Look for unusual shine or surfaces. A proof-like finish or unusually crisp details could indicate a special strike. Examine the date and lettering. Any signs of doubling could mean a valuable double die error. And finally, have the coin authenticated and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Conclusion: the legacy of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. The story of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a tale about a rare penny. It is a celebration of history, a reflection of American craftsmanship, and a testament to how something as small as a coin can carry a value far greater than anyone could have ever imagined. Today, this tiny copper-colored artifact stands as a beacon of numismatic wonder with an estimated market value of $80 million and counting. It has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide and has proven once again that the world of coins is full of surprises, legends, and million-dollar mysteries. So the next time you get a penny in your change, take a closer look, because that 1 cent might just be the treasure of a lifetime. If you enjoyed this incredible journey into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story about the world's most valuable coins. And hey, if you've got a 2001 penny lying around, tell us in the comments. Who knows, you might just be holding history in your hand. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never stop believing that treasure might be hiding in your pocket.